action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. Now, it's been a hectic last day or so as companies have been dribbling out reveals for what they would have had on display at San Diego Comic-Con, which originally would have been taking place right now. But as it is, everybody's staying at home and they're doing their reveals from home and such online. So it's not that there's been a ton of stuff. It's probably much less than what we normally see at like Comic-Con. But it's that, companies are essentially revealing things one at a time. So it's like every time you turn around, there's something new being revealed and you have to get it reported and things like that. So it's definitely been a long couple of days, and we've probably got at least one more, if not two. I don't know if reveals are going to go all the way through the weekend. I think most companies are probably going to end up having wrapped things up by the end of tomorrow, Friday, maybe some on Saturday. Does not look like Hasbro's doing anything more. They did their Marvel fan video live stream on Tuesday. I'm losing track of time, but it does not look like they're doing anything tomorrow, major at least. They might put something else out. Now, they have gone on and revealed a couple more of what would have been their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives for both Power Rangers and Ghostbusters, which I'm going to talk about here in just a minute. But again, it doesn't look like they're going to be doing any more kind of streaming panel-type videos this week. As I mentioned in the last video, I think their strategy is they're just going to kind of do things out on their own pace, probably like once a week or so. So, we may get another video next week or what have you, but they're not doing anything big or major for actual Comic-Con. So as I mentioned, Hasbro went on and revealed two more San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, one for Ghostbusters for their Plasma series, which is being called Tully's Terrible Night. And it's going to come with the Louis Tully figure, Rick Moranis character from the movie, and also we're going to get the second Terra Dog. So this is going to be sold exclusively on the Hasbro Pulse website at a later date. Pre-orders will go up at a later date and will be released in September. And this set is going to cost $50. And then the second one that they went on announced is for Power Rangers, the Lightning Collection. So this one, they are doing another Lord Drakon figure, and this one is based on the Shattered Grid comic crossover event, which was, I guess, a crossover between the Morphin Power Rangers and the Go-Go Rangers. I haven't read it, so I'm not familiar with it. But this version, again, is going to be available on the Hasbro Pulse website at a later date and will be released in September. And that one is going to cost you pretty expensive, whopping $49.99. Now, real quick, just something I forgot to talk about in that Marvel video earlier in the week. At the very end of that video, Dwight teased, first they showed us a yellow glove, and then they pretended like they had forgotten to turn off the camera, and then they showed us what looked like, a stilt or something. So obviously those were clues to future figures. So, and we're supposed to all speculate. So I meant to talk about this in the last video, but I forgot. My feeling is Rogue. We're getting a new updated Rogue. A lot of people missed out on the previous Rogue, and truth is, based on the more modern X-Men figures, it's a good figure. The original Jim Lee Rogue was a good figure, and they've got the Legacy Rogue coming out as well. But I think they're going to do a new Jim Lee Rogue with probably, if I had to guess, it'll have a new updated head sculpt and then alternate hand so you can have the glove, and I'm thinking they might do something like a multi-pack similar to what they did with the recent re-release of the Jim Lee Cyclops that had the Jean Grey and everything in it. So I'm thinking maybe they'll do like Rogue and Gambit, give us a little bit updated Gambit or something, maybe a kissing 2-pack or something, I don't know, but that's my theory on that. And then that last one, I hope, is a Stiltman Build-A-Figure that they were teasing there. You had the two pieces that he put together, looked like one of the stilts to Stiltman. In the back in May when they did their videos, they were talking about something about how next year they were going to be doing their tallest or biggest Build-A-Figure. Well, Stiltman, who's really tall, might fit that bill. So I was thinking originally Celestial, something like that. Didn't know maybe they were even referencing the HasLab Sentinel, but now with this latest clue, I'm thinking maybe a future Spider-Man wave or something. We're going to see Stiltman. Stiltman is the Build-A-Figure. Okay, so while we're on the subject of Marvel, so really hasn't, obviously Hasbro had the stuff earlier in the week, and hasn't been a whole lot of other things. Hot Toys showed a new classic Spider-Man figure. It's part of the PS4 video game. Also, they are doing Cable, a Deadpool 2 Cable figure, a new Tony Stark figure from the original Iron Man, where he's, he's building the suit in his workshop and everything. So we've got that figure coming. And then they're also doing an Iron Man figure, the zombie Iron Man from the recent Spider-Man Far From Home. It was one of Mysterio's illusions. We've seen Funko and stuff do figures of it. Everybody loves zombies, so they're doing that one now. But for other major Marvel reveals, there hasn't been a whole lot. Mezco today, for one of their reveals, showed us their X-Men 112 Collective Bishop figure. So not a lot of details on this, but you can see he's got the two different head sculpts, the bald head sculpt and the one with the hair. I like the bald head sculpt better. I think it looks better on this figure. So he's got his weapon and everything. So that one's coming, no release date or anything like that. They just essentially just put out these images with no other details. But that one's definitely coming, and I'm guessing it's probably going to be going up for pre-order pretty soon. And then, not really San Diego Comic-Con related, but we also got official images. I think I talked about the magazine scan in the last news video, but we've got official images of the new Mayfex Wolverine figure with the brown costume. So this figure is slated with a May release. He's got 3 different head sculpts. He's got an unmasked head with the pulled back mask, and then he's got 2 masked head sculpts. He's got multiple pairs of hands. All these images showing with the claws, I would think there would be at least one pair without claws, but since these images don't have that, I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe the claws are removable. I don't know. Claws look pretty good and everything, but if you've been wanting a brown costume Wolverine, then this is one you're going to want to check out. And this should be, I don't think it's up for pre-order as I'm filming this, but it really should be going up for pre-order real soon, probably either later today or sometime tomorrow. And then finally, one last piece on the Marvel front I have for you guys. Diamond Select Toys announced during their at-home Comic-Con coverage that they're going to be doing a new Marvel Select Hulk figure, Rampaging Hulk figure. This figure is going to be out sometime in 2021. Now, we don't have an actual image of the figure itself. They just released this concept art, but it's going to be about 9.75 inches tall, and you can see, they kind of map out the articulation joints on the figure. So it looks like it should have pretty decent articulation. You've got the 2 head sculpts. It's going to have essentially open hands, closed-fisted hands, and then 1 extra grab hand. So, and again, looks pretty good. I like the bigger characters, for Marvel Select. I think they work much better. They definitely, tend to fit in with the 6-inch Marvel Legends. So when I usually get a Marvel Select figure, it is usually like one of the bigger characters. On the Star Wars front, I don't have a whole lot for you. Hot Toys revealed a couple of figures. They're doing Luke Skywalker in his snowspeeder outfit from Empire Strikes Back. We're getting Clone Wars versions of Anakin Skywalker, who you can either get just the figure or you can get in a set with a stap. That we originally saw in the first Episode 1 movie. This one is blue, and again from the Clone Wars animated series. And then we're also getting Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Kenobi with the clone armor on. They're doing that figure as well. And then just real quick, if you missed out on that Vintage Collection Target exclusive BMF Millennium Falcon reissue that was up earlier in the week, it quickly sold out, which is actually kind of surprising to me because it has such a hefty price tag, but it did sell out. But according to Hasbro, it is going to be offered again on the Target website tomorrow, Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So if you want to get it and you missed out on it the first time, you're going to have another opportunity for it. And Store and Collectibles finally revealed official information and images for that Mortal Kombat Motaro figure, which is now actually available for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. I am definitely loving the look of this figure. It looks like it's nicely articulated. The horse legs even have articulation on it, which is nice. And you get some accessories. You get that bloody skull, which is pretty cool. And like I said, this figure is available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. And then they also released some images for E Honda from Street Fighter. So another one of the original members is getting the figure treatment, the 112 scale figure treatment from Store and Collectibles. Don't have a lot of details on this one, just primarily had the images, but definitely looking really nice. And I suspect we'll be getting more information soon. I assume it's probably going to be going up for pre-order pretty soon, but again, I don't know that for sure. And then one other one for you video gamers out there. Finally, it seems like Storm Collectibles really kind of dragged their feet on this one. But with the Darkstalkers figure, which I think it was maybe, going on 2 years now that they originally announced this figure. But we are getting the Maximoff character, and they've released some images. No details as far as release or when it's going to go up for pre-order or anything. But definitely the figure's looking pretty good. You know, Soda Toys was going to do Darkstalker figures, years ago, and they sculpted them, but they never got released. And I actually think this looks a little bit better than the Soda Toy figure. So if you're a fan of that video game, I think this is one you're going to be excited for. Hot Toys, they for DC, they showed off their Wonder Woman movie, Wonder Woman 84 movie in just a regular outfit. Some of these I'm going to just kind of rush through because there's just so much stuff. I'm just going to kind of gloss over. If you want to get more details, be sure to go to the website, Toy News International, Marvelous News, what have you. We have images and full, all the available details on these figures available there. But again, with this one, you get the Wonder Woman figure. She's got some effects with her lasso, so it looks like she's, basically can block some stuff. She's got, the actual rope lasso, multiple pairs of hands. Her tiara you can take off, which is pretty cool. So I think the figure looks good. I think they nailed the likeness pretty good with this one. So if you're a Wonder Woman fan, we've gotten this version of Wonder Woman so many times from her first movie, Justice League, what have you. I'm pretty sure Hot Toys has done this version previously, but definitely this one's looking pretty good. And like I said, it's based on the new upcoming movie, which we'll see if it actually gets released this year. If I was a betting man, I would say it's not actually going to see release until probably next year at some point. In other Diamond Select Toys news, they announced they're doing a new John Wick figure. This one is going to be in a deluxe box set. So you've got the box that looks like the crate, and it's filled with coins and weapons and things like that. This is going to be going up for pre-order tomorrow. I don't have any pricing information or anything at this time, but if you're digging those John Wick figures from Diamond Select Toys, you're going to have an opportunity. It's got the flippy tie, the tie that's blowing in the wind. And like I said, we'll be going up for pre-order tomorrow. And then they also tease some new images. They're not actually classifying these as select figures, but as deluxe figures. I think that means they don't have quite as many accessories, if I remember correctly, a little bit cheaper. But they're going to be doing, they are 7-inch scale, and they're going to be doing figures of Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. And then probably, in my opinion, the cooler of the two, they're going to be doing a Crow figure. So I know there's probably a lot of people that are excited at the opportunity of possibly getting a new Crow figure. And again, it looks like Diamond Select Toys is going to be giving that to us. I don't know when these are going to be going up for pre-order. It might be, in the next few days, but again, they really haven't given that much on the way of details. They just released the images. McFarlane Toys debuted some new DC Multiverse figures today for their at-home Comic-Con coverage. So first of all, we're going to be getting a new Flashpoint Batman figure. This is going to be released sometime at the end of this year. No specific details other than winter of 2020 as the release date. I don't know if this is going to be a single release or part of a wave, but definitely it looks pretty good here, at least based on this one image that they've released. And again, it's going to be out towards the end of the year. But that wasn't it. They had a lot of other things. So first of all, they announced a new wave. They are bringing back the Build-A-Figure, apparently. Despite what Todd had said in my original interview back in December, it looks like things have changed. And now with this upcoming wave, they are going to be, again, incorporating the Build-A-Figure. And the Build-A-Figure is, basically these are more Dark Knight metal figures. And the Build-A-Figure is going to be the Merciless, which looks pretty good from this image. And then you're going to get an infected Superman. You're getting Batman from the Dark Knight's metal, the Batman Who Laughs with the Sky Tyrant wings, and then you're getting an Earth 22 Robin figure with 3 different head sculpts, so that you can essentially create each version. So you may end up wanting to get 3 of these figures. And then, like I said, the Build-A-Figure in this wave is going to be the Merciless. And these are going to be going up for pre-order this sometime in August, and will be out later this fall. They also announced 2 packs. So they are doing, it looks like we've learned the mystery of that Red Death figure, which, funny enough, is not actually going to be released at Walmart. It's going to be an Amazon exclusive. So the 2-pack features the Red Death or Earth 52 Batman figure with a regular Flash. So one of the few non-Batman figures that they announced today. And again, this is going to be a 2-pack released at Amazon exclusive. It is said to be going up for pre-order very soon. I don't know what soon means, but probably within the next day or maybe week. But again, according to them, very soon. And that is going to be slated for release in November. Then they also are bringing us Nightwing versus Red Hood. That is going to be in stores. That is a general release. It's not exclusive to anybody and should be out sometime in October or November. And again, should be going up for pre-order very soon. And then the final one is another Arkham video game set. This is based on the Arkham Origins video game, and it's Batman versus Deathstroke. And again, this should be a general release. It wasn't stated to be an exclusive or anything. This will be going, pre-orders will be going up in August and will be released later this fall. McFarlane this week also officially announced their Raw 10 line. I told you about this a week or so ago. It is a kids line. It's made for 6 years or older. It's not, these figures are not very well articulated. They're pretty detailed. I mean, for a kids line, they are pretty detailed, but they really are made for the younger kids. Most of them are going to cost $10, and then the Cygor is going to be $20. And then there's some confusion on the shark figure, whether it's going to be the Frenzy, they calling him, whether that's going to be 20 or 10. In the press release that McFarlane sent me, they said that figure is going to cost $10, but it's listed currently, or at least last time I checked, it's listed on the Walmart website at $20. So I'm not entirely sure which one is correct. But the other two figures in this line, the King Cobra, which already I've seen a lot of GIJoe fans say that this might be a cool accessory to use with your GIJoe figures. It's called Battle Snake. That one's definitely $10, and then the Raptor is also the dinosaur is also going to be $10. And these are being released as Walmart exclusives. They are available for pre-order on the Walmart website, even though I think they said August was when they were supposed to go up, but maybe that's when they're going to actually see releases on August 1st. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to release dates these days because they never seem to pan out to be correct. They either come out late or early, but like I said, they are listed currently on the website, Walmart website, for pre-order. For you GIJoe fans, so I know you're probably still mourning over not being able to get those pre-orders in for the Cobra Island special mission figures, the Target exclusive figures that went up for pre-order earlier this week. However, I do have maybe a little bit of good news for you guys on that front. So first of all, Hasbro has released some really nice promotional images, detailed promotional images for all these figures. I will put a link to the gallery so you can check them all out. Shows off all the accessories and everything in really nice detail. How the figures have like removable glasses. Baroness has like a helmet for a motorcycle. The Cobra Trooper is decked out pretty nicely as well. So definitely these are really nice looking figures. Now the good news is, so first of all, these are actually starting to hit physical Target stores now. You may start seeing some people actually managing to get their hands on these. The official street date on these isn't until August 14th. And even if you see them on shelves, unless you know some trickery, you're probably going to have problems checking out with them. I think the computer system is going to not allow you to check out with them. Again, the official street date on these is August 14th. But, you might, as always with these things, you might see some stores put them out early. But where the good news is as I understand it, each figure is getting their own case. So it's not like a case with one of each figure. Each figure gets a case of 6. As far as the Baroness with the bike, obviously she has her own case, but I don't know exactly how many come in a case for that one. 2 or 4, I'm guessing. But with the figures themselves, the Cobra Trooper, the Beachhead, and the Roadblock version 2, those are 6 per case. Now, as I understand it, stores will at least get 1 case for each figure, hopefully more, especially on that Cobra Trooper, because that's really the one I'm most worried about being able to find. But again, it's not like there's only going to be 1 per case for each of these. There's going to be at least 6, if not more. So, and again, even if you don't, some people might start to find them. So you might see some people finding them on social media or what have you. Don't panic. August 14th is really the official date, and that's really when I would expect that you're going to have your best chance of finding these figures. And I also suspect that these will be available again at some point on the Target website. It was just the initial pre-order that sold out. But oftentimes, especially with the Hasbro figures, they restock those. So if you missed out the first time, you will probably get another opportunity. You're still going to have to battle the bots. The bots will be on there, I'm sure, to grab them up as quickly as they can. I do not recommend that you pay the ridiculous prices that some people are trying to sell these on eBay. I think you will have your opportunity to get these. You're just going to have to be patient. NECA's been rolling out quite a few reveals over the last few days. So in my last news video, I told you there might be, on that first day that they started doing San Diego Comic-Con reveals. They did do a couple more after I'd finished filming that video, and the one I wanted to touch upon is what looks like a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. They only posted a teaser image. They didn't show us the full set or give us any real details. But based on this teaser image, it looks like it's essentially, it's from the 90s. Obviously, it is from the 90s movie, which means it's likely going to be released at Walmart. But I'm dubbing it Splinter's origin. In the movie, he sits down and tells the kid about his origin, about how he was a rat in a cage, and he would watch his master Yoshi do his techniques, and that's how he learned karate and everything. And then he basically ended up fighting a Rokosaki, who of course became Shredder. So this set looks like basically includes Splinter's master and Shredder before he became Shredder. And then you've got that bird cage that is going to have a little rat version of Splinter in it. So that's what, based on this teaser image, is what it looks like. And again, no real details on when it's going to be released or anything. They just put out that teaser image. Now, some other stuff that they've been posting. So for you Back to the Future fans, they are in fact doing Doc Brown. I've had a number of you asking whether they were going to do Doc Brown. Back during Toy Fair, Randy told me almost definitely they would, and he lived up to that. And just yesterday, they revealed the Doc Brown figure, which is available now for pre-order at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. It is a 7-inch scale figure, and it's based on essentially what he wore in the 1950s, 1955. So it's the 1955 version of Doc Brown, not the 80s version or the future version or the Western version or whatever. But Doc Brown, and he's got two different head sculpts. He's got that head sculpt with the classic open mouth look. He's got the goggles on it. That's probably my favorite. And then he's just got one with like the Band-Aid on his head. His eyes are pretty wide open. Both head sculpts look good, but I love that open mouth head sculpt. That's just classic Christopher Lloyd right there. And then he's got extra pair of hands. He's got the wrench that he used when he was trying to tighten the wire for the lightning experiment. Slash sending Marty back to the present or back to the future, whatever you want to call it. You've got the drawing of the flux capacitor. You've got Marty's letter that he wrote to him, and you also have the blueprints to the clock tower. So definitely a nice looking figure. And of course, if you're going to get the other Back to the Future figures, the Marty figures, the various Martys, and then also the Biff Tannen figure, I think you're definitely going to want to pick this one up. And then just today, for you horror fans, NECA revealed their 7-inch scale Ultimate Ghostface figure. I think this is one a lot of people have been waiting for. It's from the Scream movie. So it's going to have 4 different head sculpts. It's got a soft goods robe. He's got his skith weapon. You've got 3 different types of knives with blood on them. I'm not sure what that little white thing is. It's been a while since I've seen the Scream movie, so I don't remember what that is. But definitely looks pretty true to the character. And, if you're a fan of the Scream movie, I think this is one you're going to want to check out. Now, I don't know when this is going to go up for pre-order. They just pretty much released these images. So more details on this figure should be coming soon. But again, if you're a fan of Scream, I think this is one you'll be excited for. And then finally for today, I'm going to share some news from Mattel on the WWE front, specifically with the Masters of the WWE. Now today they actually held their WWE panel. Of course, it's on YouTube, so you can still watch it if you missed it earlier today. And they did reveal a lot of different figures, but I'm not going to go over all of them. I will put a link to the main story if you want to see all the images and details of all the figures for WWE they announced today. But what I wanted to touch upon specifically were the new Masters of the WWE Universe, the mashup line between He-Man and the WWE wrestlers. So they essentially showed us the next 2 waves, Wave 4 and Wave 5, both of which I think look pretty cool. So Wave 4, Mr. T, which he's getting a lot of love. Of course, he was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for this year, the Elite Collection version. And then they announced another more WrestleMania accurate Mr. T with the red trunks that's going to be in a 2-pack with Roddy Piper. That was one of the things that they announced today. But we're also getting Mr. T is joining the Masters of the Universe mashup line. So that's definitely kind of cool. I wasn't really expecting that. We are going to be getting Seth Rollins. And we're be getting another favorite of mine, probably my favorite of this wave, is Jake the Snake Roberts. I think that's a badass looking figure with the alternate snake head and everything. And then also the Fiend is entering the line as well. Now again, all of these are Walmart exclusives. This wave is up for pre-order now, so you can go to the Walmart website actually I think is available for sale. I don't know if it's pre-order or sale. They were up yesterday. They actually kind of leaked out yesterday. Actually, I'm looking at it now, and they're listed as pre-order now. So you can still pre-order these on the Walmart website. They look like they're going to be released in October. And then they also showed us some concept art for the wave 5, the next wave after that. And this one's going to have Becky Lynch, so she's coming to the line. Probably my favorite of this wave is the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat figure. We're also getting Roddy Piper, which I think is cool, though he's using that same gimmick that we saw with Macho Man with the battle chest armor and everything. And then we're also getting a second version of Macho Man in this wave. So I think the first version was in wave 2, and now we're getting, or maybe it was wave 3, and now we're getting another Macho Man. Funny thing about it is, looks like, just like in real life, Macho Man has turned heel and has now joined the members of the Horde. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. Now, as I mentioned, there should be more reveals in the coming days. Mattel has another panel tomorrow where they should be going over stuff, I think, for Masters of the Universe and Jurassic World and such. I don't know how much new stuff they're going to actually show. They actually announced just the other day that... or yesterday, that the official release date for the Masters of the Universe Origin stuff at Walmart is going to be August 1st. Walmart actually already started selling some of it in limited supply early, but the official street date is going to be August 1st. So if you're wanting to get your hands on the new Origin stuff, the first wave and everything, look for it to be out on that day. And then, like I said, I don't know if they're really going to show a whole lot new tomorrow, but if they do, we'll be sure to have coverage. Diamonds Like Toys is also supposed to, I believe, have a panel tomorrow, so if they announce anything more new, we'll be sure to let you know. Expect NECA will have some more reveals, and Mezco Toys will have some more reveals, so keep checking the websites. As always, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're so inclined, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.